Welcome to America's most exciting spectator sport. Skating action on the bank track featuring the Pioneers and the Jolters. And it's coming your way from the huge Oakland Coliseum Arena in Oakland, California. This is Walt Harris calling the action along with Ken Conselman. As we pick up the action here, we're in the first period of play, and the score is the Pioneers 1 and the Jolters 0. The Pioneers in the red and the blue, the Jolters in the blue and the black. And here we go with the jam. We have 8 minutes to go here in the first period of play in a championship round game. The Pioneers and the Jolters, two of the best. And the Jolters get two skaters out to start this jam. Barbara Baker on the move. With her, Pam Kaniva moving on the play. The Pioneers have failed. Now the Pioneers have a jammer out on the play. Pioneers of Candy Jones moving, and she's going to go by one skater. The trip going out of the turn after whipping her teammate. So Kaniva has the lead. Moving on the pack now. Joni Weston, the golden blonde, back there to block for the Pioneers, number 59. There's Kaniva for the Pioneers taking an elbow block. Now grabbing the lead, Candy Jones with that block, and Kaniva putting her on the rail. Candy Jones, 57, being blocked out by Jan Vallow, one of the toughest gals on skates. Jan Vallow blocking on Candy Jones now. Here comes Kaniva again. Joni Weston meets her with the block. Another block by Joni Weston. Puts her on the rail. Down she goes. Vallow blocking there on Candy Jones now. Another blocking there on Candy Jones. Candy Jones still battling, trying to move in there for points. Vallow blocking. Kaniva takes a block at her now. Down she goes. 2 seconds, one, and that's it. Time runs out on that jam. No score on the play, so it remains Pioneers 1 and the Jolters 0. Okay, Ken, looks like we've got quite a game shaping up in this championship round.
I think so, Walt. The Pioneers are up front. Candy Jones, I think, is going to be one of the big new additions to the Pioneers' scoring efforts this time around. I think she's an eager skater, and she wants the points. She exhibited that on that one.
Another jam now, ready to move out on the play. Let's see who gets out of there first. Barbara Baker of blockers out in front looking for a teammate. She's got one, Rose Duran. Rose Duran is on the loose here. Number 4 moving here for the Jolters on the play. Slim gal, but a tough gal on skates. Jan Vallow up front. But the Pioneer trying to get by her. That was Francine Koshu, number 55. Koshu finally gets out of there with some great skating. She has raised a nice skate. She was a natural for this game. Francine Koshu, number 5. She is tremendous out there on the bank track, but with a good lead now, Rose Duran of the Jolters. Oh, she's got Jan Vallow to block for now. Jan Vallow, number 8, leading the charge here. Moving in on Joni Weston. Vallow with a block in there. Duran goes by for the point. More blocking in the pack. Vallow leading the charge there, and 3 more points are picked up by Rose Duran and the Jolters for a total of 4 on the play. And they jump out in front over the Pioneers 4-2-1 with 5:25 to go here in the first period of play. Ken, you want to call this next jam?
Okay, Walt, the Pioneers down right now on the scoreboard, but it's very early in the game, and again, this is championship competition. This is a game tonight that the Pioneers want very, very much. Bud Atkinson Sr., of course, the man that is bringing this Pioneer club together. A lot of veteran talent on the club, and Bud Atkinson Sr., the one that's going to make them work together. Jolters have Barbara Baker out on top, but little Rita Williams for the Pioneers moving out now. A jammer from each team moving away. Baker has the lead. Williams coming out of the turn now, an elbow block on the inside. Pioneers the lead jammer just briefly. Baker coming back in with a block. And the Jolters on top. Secondary jammers have also broken out. They're a long way behind. Blocking back at the rear of the pack now. Jan Vallow back there. Joan Weston back. Rita Williams first in. Jan Vallow working on Rita Williams. Rocking back with an elbow block now. Listen, half a minute in this jam. Barbara Baker, Jolter jammer, beginning to move into the picture now. Joni Weston back there for the Pioneers. Vallow has got Rita Williams tied up and puts her down on the track. Now Vallow trying to clear the way, gets her own jammer instead. Vallow going after Weston. Rita Williams hit. Down in the turn, may have a point. It's called off. And there is. 1 Pioneer point. Rita Williams did get by Jan Vallow. That makes it 4-2 now. Jolter's lead has been cut to 2 by the Pioneers. Trying to regroup the pack now. About 3 minutes, 35 seconds remaining here in the first period of action. Very early in the game as yet. Pioneers fighting themselves trailing here, but again, this is championship competition. Bud Atkinson Sr. on the infield. There's the new team manager for the Pioneers. On top of everything out there on the track. A lot of new plays, new combinations for the Pioneers this season. Remember, the Jolters will be the team the Pioneers are opening against, wherever you are here on the Pioneer Network. And Terry Lewis out for the Pioneers now on the inside. Rose Duran a block, and Lewis is eliminated. The Pioneers in trouble now, do not have a jammer out. Jolters Rose Duran. The track to herself right now. But Joni Weston is going to be there to handle the Pioneers' defensive blocking. And Rose Duran beginning to move up. A little cautious. Weston set, elbow on the outside, and Duran put onto the rail. Again, the Jolters have the only jammer here, Rose Duran. Joni Weston set, elbow on the outside, and Duran is put down. Blocking of Joni Weston, and now Jan Vallow is back there to assist her jammer. Weston dumps Duran again. Vallow trying to yank her jammer up. About 10 seconds, all that remains here. Duran trying to move, put down again by Weston. Vallow trying to get her up again, and time in this jam is running out. Weston outmaneuvering Jan Vallow and putting Rose Duran down. Jolters held scoreless that time. Remains a 4-2 game, the Jolters leading.
Very good, Ken. 4-2 is the score here. The Pioneers have signed for future delivery because her contract is running out with the Bombers. Debbie Cho. Buddy Atkins Sr., not one to stand around and rest on his laurels, is trying to strengthen the club, and Debbie Cho will be a great addition to this team. Also, there's a rumor out, Ken, it could be called an ugly rumor, maybe not, but the Jolters, there is a possibility that Ann Cavello will become a coach of that Jolter club. Wouldn't that be something?
There's been talk about it, and it could be a big moral boost for the Jolters, of course, and make them a lot tougher in competition.
So here we go. Barbara Baker, Pam Kaniva on the jam for the Jolters. They take care of Candy Jones of the Pioneers, puts her right back in the pack, and the two Jolter jammers take off on the play. So they lead 4-2, and they have only two jammers out on the play. Pam Kaniva and Barbara Baker both moving on the pack. Now Koshu gets out of that pack, but the Jolter jammers have caught the pack, and Joni Weston's going to have to slow them down until Koshu gets up there. There's her block on Baker. Here comes Kaniva to challenge. Weston with the block on her. Now Baker gets it from Joni Weston, who can take two girls on any time in blocking. She's a great one out there. Here comes Koshu now. Francine moving fast. She outmaneuvers Kaniva now. Moves on Baker. Outmaneuvers Baker. Now she's trying to score. Weston blocking Vallow. There's 1 point for Koshu, and she cuts it off. A great effort in there by Francine Koshu. Tremendous help from Joni Weston, and the Pioneers pick up a point, giving them 3 in the scoreboard to 4 for the Jolters. We have 24 seconds to go here in the first period of play. 4-3. Here comes Koshu now. She outmaneuvers Kaniva now. Moves on Baker. Outmaneuvers Baker. Now she's trying to score. Weston blocking Vallow. There's 1 point for Koshu, and she cuts it off. And the Pioneers pick up a point. The pack organized again. Whether they'll get another jam underway or not, we don't know. If they do, they'd have a tough time scoring, although it is possible, but not at this rate. A little skate drum out there, a trainer checking the Jan Vallow, make sure she's all right. That'll use up the clock. They will not get the pack organized for the jam here in this first period. But it was a good opening period. Next we'll have the men coming on the track, and this is the big cruiser Jolter club that's going to be out there against the Pioneers. Pioneers not as big physically, but they have speed to burn out there. Bob Hine, Nick Scopus and company, so it should be a great period of action with the men taking over here in the second period of play. Remember, Ronnie Robinson's out there, Scopus out there, Larry Smith. Boy, this is a great Pioneer club, but the Jolters are big physically with Cal Stevens, Jerry Cattell, JoJo Stafford and company. Well, the score here at the end of the first period is the Pioneers 3 and the Jolters 4.